It's time for a PC update, and I picked up a few new Griffies that I want to share with you guys. This is Tommy's Breaks. In April 2007, Topps released the Moments and Milestones set. This was a very unique and special set that was created to celebrate specific milestones of a set of players through time. In total, there were 12,475 cards that were released, but there were actually 193. 169 of those cards were dedicated to veteran players, and 24 were dedicated to rookies. Within the set, there were different tiers of the rarity of the cards. So let's talk about Ken Griffey Jr. Of the 193 cards in the full set, 3 were dedicated to Ken Griffey Jr. The first one was to commemorate his 56 home runs in 1997. The second was to commemorate his 147 RBIs in 1997. And the third was to commemorate his 185 hits in 1997. So of the 193 cards in the set, 3 of these were dedicated to Ken Griffey Jr. And they were numbered 45, 46, and 47. So Tommy, why do you need the whole book to collect these 3 cards? Well, here's where it gets interesting. For card number 45, to commemorate the 56 home runs that Ken Griffey Jr. had, they released a variation of the card numbered 1 through 56. So this is card number 3. The same thing for the RBIs. There were 147 numbered versions of this card. This is which is 30. And then the same for the 185 hits. They're numbered 1 through 185. In addition, I mentioned earlier that there were different tiers. So you can collect numbers 1 through 185 for this card, and those are going to be numbered to 150. Sort of see that. But there's also going to be another entire set that's going to be numbered to 29. And then there's another version as well that's red and 1 of 1. As you can imagine, certainly lots of directions you can go, but my objective is to try to complete this base out of 150 set for all 3 of Ken Griffey Jr.'s cards. And I have a few additions that I just picked up that I want to add to the book, and I want to show you what that looks like. So let's dig in. So the way I have this broken out is the first section is for the card number 45. And this is number 3, so 3 slots in. We put that in. And you can see I've got, a few here and there. The first set here, the one that goes up to 56, I do not have quite as many of, but there also aren't quite as many available. So next we have the 46 set, I'm calling it, if you will. And I pulled out card 30 to give you guys an example, and that goes right here. And I have one addition for this group, and it is number 144. You can see I have these sort of intermediary cards to help me get through, know where I am in the counting. They have become exceptionally helpful. So here's the new one, 144. See if I can get a nice focus on that. Maybe not. So we'll add that one in. And then the rest of the ones that I have to add in are going to be in the biggest set of the three, which is the 47s. So the first one I'm going to add is number 10. And then 51 is next. So I know this is 50, which is nice. And then 57. 68. And I pulled out number 129 as an example. That goes right here. And my final edition for today is number 153. Okay. There's the final card, the 185. And so there you have a quick little look at how I'm organizing and collecting this particular couple of mini sets for Griffey. I am usually a top loader guy, but I thought for this particular effort, I would try the binder approach, and I'm actually digging it. So with those 6 editions, for the number 45 card, I am currently at 9 out of 56 for 16%. On the 46 card, I'm 39 out of 147 for about 26.5%. And similarly, on the 47 card, I'm 49 out of 185 for, again, about 26.5%. So with these 6 editions, that brings my current unique Griffey total up to 2166. Let's get those up on the board.
Oh, baby! Put it on the scoreboard. The kid has done it again.
And while I have you, I figured I'd show just one more thing here. You can see in the back, we've got the 1998 Pinnacle Spellbound full last name of Griffey. It may not be super clear, but yep. So I've just been trying to think about, different fun and creative ways that I can share my PC and my collection with all you guys. If you enjoyed this view of my collection, please consider smashing that thumbs up. If you haven't yet already, certainly consider subscribing. I really appreciate you hanging out. This is Tommy. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.